You want to know how big brands improve their email marketing? They track it, they measure it, and they iterate on it over time. So with Q1 coming to a close, it's time to take a quick look back and help your future self make smarter choices. In this video, we are going to talk about the metrics you should review, how and where to find those metrics, and how to move forward into Q2. Hey, I'm Kestra Lemon, your senior strategist over here at Seguno Software, and it's time for us to take a look back and see how you did this quarter. This is a great time to pull out your handy dandy 2022 planning guide. And if you don't have it, don't worry, I'll link below, but it is a free guide and it will help you out all year round. In it, you will find a spot to mark down your progress for the quarter. And the big metrics that we're focused on and concerned about for your email marketing are the number of new subscribers, the average click rate, and the number of sales from emails. Now, I recently made a whole blog post that shows you how to find these metrics, and I give you step-by-step directions on how you can get them. And actually, I recommend that you review this type of information on a monthly basis so you can catch on to trends quicker. But since we do have a whole quarter's worth of data here to look at, if possible, let's go ahead and jump into your analytics platform. Ideally, what I want to be able to see is your overall traffic to your site. In Google Analytics, I would just go to the overview here, and I'm going to look at the total visitors during this time. In Google Analytics, you can set the date range here in the upper right-hand corner. Now, let's look at your subscriber growth for this quarter as well. Say you had 1,000 people that visited your store over this time and 100 people became subscribers, either because they purchased or signed up via your pop-up or whatever. Meaning, on average, you have a 10% of all site visitors become subscribers. So now we've got some information here that we can base a guesstimate on what we think the number of subscribers that you'll get for next quarter will be. And we can try out different calls to action and see how that affects your overall list growth as well. You can also work backwards. So let's say that we want to hit a certain number of subscribers this quarter. That means that you're going to have to boost traffic to the site by X% as well. Typically, I see 1 to 10% of visitors becoming subscribers in e-commerce, but every business is going to be different, and you really want to compete with yourself over time. Also, if you haven't looked at your Google Analytics in a while or your whatever analytics platform you're using, it's a great idea to go in and explore and look around and see how each channel is performing and affecting your overall site traffic. So again, you can learn from that and grow it over time. Now, of course, we want to get and look at a specific email and see how that performed. Seguno does mark each email with a campaign, and that campaign will go back to what newsletter or automation it was related to. Also, Seguno marks its source as Seguno, so you can always search UTM campaign source for Seguno, and you can find things that way also. Obviously, you can easily check how a message performed in Seguno really easily as well. Let's check in on engagement. Let's pull up that list of newsletters that you've sent out over the past 3 months and see what was most successful, what got the most clicks, what got the most opens, what got the most sales. But also, it's important to see what really didn't work, what didn't get a lot of clicks that maybe you thought would. Valentine's Day for many e-commerce sites makes a lot of money, but did it really work for you this year? That's something that's good to take note of. You can review the revenue per session of your messages in Shopify under Marketing Activities created outside of Shopify Marketing. I would look at this after probably every marketing send. To be honest, it's probably one of my favorite parts of email marketing is to go in and see how the metrics are producing every morning. Now that we're doing a bigger review, a quarterly review, it's great to see some bigger overall progress that was made. How are those click rates doing? If they are below 3 or 4%, then it's time to reevaluate the content that we've got in your messaging. Go ahead and take a look at our Email Design 101 course and start implementing some of those best practices. This is also a great chance to look back at the important e-commerce events that happened this quarter and see what really resonated with your audience. Take some notes, give yourself some ideas for what you want to do next year while it's still fresh in your head. What was the best-selling product of the quarter? What was the average cart value? If you need a refresher on what e-commerce events happened this past quarter, then once again, open up that handy-dandy 2022 planning guide and take a look. Trust me, your future self will thank you. It's great to look at your newsletter performance as it happens. It can be very insightful and help you make real-time decisions. But ultimately, you need to take a big picture look at your email program and see the larger trends. And now that you are thinking big picture, let's look at Q2. The big e-commerce events that are going to happen in Q2 are Easter, Earth Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day, and seasonal changes like the start of spring, the start of summer, and if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, that'll be fall and winter. Which of those do you really want to focus on over the course of this next quarter? Because of how last quarter performed, how much is your email list going to grow? And what should your revenue goal for email be in Q2? You cannot improve on anything that you don't measure. So by taking the time to look at performance, you'll be able to start making improvements and growing your business. Thanks for joining us. I'll link to some other videos you might like. Feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.